All right, yo, check it out. Here we go. Yo, we at the premiere of I Got the Hook Up Too. It's your boy Tobias Trevelyan. We about to start this carpet out. I got my main man, Street Doctor, over there. Come over here, Street Doctor. Stop playing. You talking about community leaders, people that are getting it done. This man right here gets it done. He shows up. I seen them last year playing the teenagers on the basketball court. This is like the 60-plus crew, and he was giving them a hard time, for real. Street Doctor, how you doing today, my brother?
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. You know, where are we right now?
We at the movie theater on Bergen Street. This is where I did my movie at.
This is where you did your movie. What was the name of your movie?
The Thumbprint.
The Thumbprint. Okay. So we're here at I Got the Hook Up Too, Master P. You know, Master P to me is one of the biggest entrepreneurs of them all. You're talking about black-owned business. What is the real deal about ownership? Owning your hours, you know, ownership, and people talk about music and masters and owning films. What's the real deal with that?
This way you can be independent and you can do things without even going to anybody. You could just go on and do it like you be doing. That's why I'm big on you.
Oh man, that's right. Hey, independent is the way to go. We're here in Newark, New Jersey. This is the Street Doctor,
Nice.
one of our community leaders that gets it done. All right, we're gonna check out this movie in a minute. Hey, so we're here.
Yeah.
We got the mayor. Come on, step in, Mayor Raz Baraka, the city of Newark, New Jersey. We're here at the screening of I Got the Hook Up Too.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the main things I was looking forward to meeting you is because you talk about entrepreneurship, ownership.
Yeah.
What are the main keys? One of the main essential things that you need when you talk about sustainability as far as entrepreneurship and ownership?
Well, you know, as African Americans, we don't own nothing.
Yeah.
You know, even when you look at a project like this, there's a lot of movies being made, but we're not owning them. And that's what me and my son is changing to, where we're in a lot of movies, but it's time for us to own that so we can put back into the community. Black Panther was a great movie, but we didn't own it. So we weren't able to put fruit back into the community. With this, what we're doing here today, this is just the beginning of us taking control of our talents and the fruits of our labor, so where we can put projects out, we can come back to the hood, come back to the community. And it's so important for me and my son, because we financed this project together, and to be able to do that as a father and son. We come from a long way, because we grew up in poverty. We came from nothing. To be able to do this is so important for us, and we have to stick together and do this, because they have a lot of people we think own their products, but they really don't. So this is not no partnership or none of that. This is us saying that we want to do what Bob Johnson done in the TV world.
Right.
We need to do it in the film world.
Right.
So this is important. This is the next step of taking us to the next level.
That's all right. That's all right. And I tell you, the city of Newark is happy and proud to see you and your son here, and always the mayor's here. Yeah. And you know, having your presence here is big. And you know, the mayor, you know, one of his mantras is believe in Newark, and showing you being here and having your presence here is big. Mayor, what does it mean to have Master P and his project here, you know, for the culture? What does it mean to have him here now in the presence of all the people of the community?
Well, I think he said it all. It's awesome just to have his presence here, him and his son, representing entrepreneurship, especially for the African American community. Newark is a predominantly black and brown city. It is an example of what we should be doing. We like to be in the films. We like to talk about other people's money, other people's clothes, other people's things. We don't really try to get the stuff for ourselves, and he represents that 100%. And that's why we wanted to support this. We're glad to have you here. Good luck to you and Godspeed, man.
Oh yeah, the thing, you know, and Rom could speak on this. The thing about this movie, even though it's a comedy, is also about gentrification. So we're touching on gentrification, we're touching on mental illness in this project. And it's a fun project because we've been through so many tragedies. I feel like it's time to laugh. I feel like laughter will heal that. And nobody know how to make movies for us than us. You know, like they make us be in movies and make movies for us, but it's not us. So we can't really tell our story.
On top of that, this was very important because we gave over 120 speaking roles. So we're giving back. We're giving people opportunities that Hollywood may have never gave opportunity to. You know, even, you know, we got Fat Boy in it. You know, DC Young Fly starring in it. and we mixing the old school with the new school. We got AJ Johnson, John Witherspoon. So for me, it's very important to put that spotlight on the underdogs. You know, watching my pop's career, it's like this man came from nothing. When somebody say, well, I don't got the resources, I don't got the tools, what did he have? He came from the Calio Project. So I just want every kid out there to know that anything's possible with hard work if you truly believe with that man up above and if you got that work ethic. Because I've seen it up close and personal, and that's why it's so important. This isn't just a movie. This movie is a movement. This for us. It's for the culture. It's for the people.
And this, I want to tell y'all, it's only going to get bigger from here. It's going to get bigger and bigger. The budget's going to get bigger. This is the start, how we started the music.
Support though.
Yeah.
We got to go support.
You know,
all
like,
the film so we can make.
So if y'all look at it, I started. Yeah. Thank you. So if
That's the people speaking out there.
yeah, so it was like, y'all know when I started my music, I came with the Ice Cream Man and moved up. It got better and better and better. Same thing with these movies. The budgets are going to get better. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what it's about. But somebody have to take that step. Why we can't be the next Lionsgate? Right. Why we can't be the next Universal? You know what I'm saying? So it have to start somewhere. So, you know, Genius Minds Films, we're taking this to a whole nother level to say it's our time to shine. As a culture, as African American and Latinos, we only own 5% of the budget when it comes to production in Hollywood. We own 5% of all these productions that's being made with movies about us. We have to change that because we don't think that we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't think we can do it. We go out there to work. I'm tired of going to work. You know, I got to do something for my people. And that's the only way. We've been giving back, me and my son, for over 21 years to all these different communities. But the way we could do that, we have to be successful, you know, with our business. And so that's why this is so important to me. Like Romeo said, if we had 126 people speaking in this movie, imagine all the extras and everything else in there and all the jobs that we was able to give to the people in the community that never would have got jobs to work in Hollywood films because they're not going to give the guys who we gave roles in these movies.
That's right. Hey, not to mention, I tell you, I think today the mayor, the summer employment program, we employed 3,100 kids this for the summer program. So we're talking about jobs, and then one of the things that I love about the community and the mayor's doing, we're not only talking about creative leaders and stuff, but we're talking about political and educational leaders that are going to be leading down the line, and maybe they might be able to get a job on one of your sets. And you being an actor, I know it's been a lot in front of the screen. How do you feel just being behind the scenes and being a producer?
Well, that's why it was important for me to go to college. You know, I put my career on hold. I had one of the top shows on Nickelodeon. I was 17 years old and had to make a decision. I got offered all this money, all this unlimited movies. And I'm like, I'm going to college. But I wanted to go to college to master my craft. You know, I went to film and business school there. And I wanted to learn the business side, you know, and learn about censorship and the financial side. A lot of people think you're just here to make a movie. And just because you got a good idea, it could get out there and the world could see it. People don't even know. You got to know who you're making your movie for, the demographic. Just because we like it here, they may never play it overseas. So you're actually not making a movie for the world. So just me going to school, mastering my craft, and learning the business side, I think that's what make me and my pops a great combination, just to take over Hollywood and make a new Hollywood and give, like I said, give these opportunities to people who truly deserve it. Like, Hollywood's a business. People don't know it's a monster, so it's just like they already know who they want to put in their movies. You know, we want to give the people who deserve the opportunities, and that's why this is so important for me. Yeah.
We appreciate that. You know, hey, we're talking about the American dream, making nothing into something, and you guys putting Fat Boy SSE in it, a homegrown local person. You know, we're very proud of that, and we thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all about Fat Boy. He came to work. He know if he gonna be on the set with me, he had to come to work. A lot of people see him on social media, but you know, I told him, I said, man, it's on you. If you really want this, you're gonna have to sacrifice it. Some things you have to do. I ain't never had none. I was poor. I lived with my grandparents, so I lived with 16 people in one 3-bedroom project. We ain't had an apartment, we had a project. And so sometimes I didn't eat. But that didn't stop me. I was thankful for the roof I had over my head. And that made me committed. I tell, even though we come from the streets, a lot of people talk about loyalty. Not about loyalty, it's about being committed. You have to be committed to what you want if you want to make it. Because even when I lived in the projects, I always saying, I'm in a mansion in my mind. I'm not broke. I'm never going to speak that. I'm just saying I'm waiting on my money. And just like right now, everybody got paid but me. I made sure everybody got paid. And so, for me, this is a hustle and a grind, but this is something that legit that we can feed our families and feed multiple families.
And it wasn't overnight.
It wasn't
People
overnight.
See the end result.
Yeah.
Getting here, it's a journey,
Yeah.
Right.
So
shout out to Fat Boy, man. He came to set. He came prepared.
Yes.
Y'all gonna love him in this movie, and it shows that anything is possible with hard work.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, we thank you for bringing the film here.
Yeah.
The people are happy to see you, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
The hookup that I would give them is stay committed.
Why?
Because if you committed, and a lot of us work for money. Like, I don't work for money. I make money. So, think about this. If you committed and you use your wisdom, you're gonna get to where you need to go at. In the Bible it say ask for wisdom. Don't ask for money. So if you ask for wisdom, you'll be able to eat all the time. Because money come up, it goes. Up and down, it come and goes. But with that wisdom, like Romeo said, you had that knowledge, you'll be able to feed your family forever.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody else? One word? The hookup?
Well, 2 words. Because these 2 guys here, I say no limit.
No limit. Yeah. And for me, I'm gonna simply say God. With God, anything is possible. You got to know that it's bigger than you. That's what I learned from my pops. I don't care how much money you make, how much success you have. You got to have an anchor, and that's what it always been for us. So God, no limits, and commitment. Anything's possible right there, and wisdom. Yeah.
And you guys are on deck to break the Guinness Book World Records of having 26 speaking roles in a movie.
Yeah.
Why was it so important for you to use those social media stars, the reality stars, as opposed to big hip hop or Hollywood veterans?
Well, it's a new way of marketing and promoting movies. We have over 200 million followers, and Hollywood don't have that. They never tried it. They say they won't work. But we're going to change the game. I mean, the first time when I got in the music business, they said it wouldn't work. So, we are committed to this. A lot of people that we think is running Hollywood, they really not. And they're not going to help our people.
Right.
So like Romeo said, we know it's God, because if it wasn't God, I wouldn't be here. All the stuff I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I got a brother dead and I got a brother incarcerated. So you have to want to make them changes. And it's all a mindset. I feel like being broke is a state of mind. And if you need to change, you got to change you. I had to change because I wanted to be here to watch my son grow up. And so that's why I changed my life.
And how can your story and this movie, and even stories like Jay-Z, where he's named the first hip-hop billionaire, how can those things impact the youth, the entrepreneurs that come up behind you?
Well, y'all see that it is people that actually look like you done been through real stuff you done been through. You can relate to it. That's why we here. We want to show the kids. We want to show the parents. Like for me, my biggest thing is, as a parent, I had to stay committed to Romeo to be a parent, not to be a fan or a friend. So I just think a lot of people in Hollywood, they change because their kids are successful. I'm not going to change because of that. Like, I'm still scared of my dad to the day. We grew up in the hood, but he raised me like that. He raised me that this is his house, he run the house. So I just think a lot of parents end up turning into friends because their kids play basketball. Like a lot of things people don't realize, a lot of these basketball, football players, the parents change once the kids start making some money. We're not into that because we know we come from nothing. So, I think it's important to grow with your kids, because I had to grow too. Romeo made me stop doing a lot of things that I was doing. And that's why I'm alive right now.
Stepped up to the plate, and that's what I always appreciate about my pops.
And I mean, you've been on TV, you've been successful since we both had cornrows with the beads on the end. So like, what's the biggest thing that you learned watching your father, other great men, and how are you going to take that into your manhood, fatherhood, marriage, whatever?
Yeah, I just the biggest lesson I learned from my pops is just lead by example. a strong, powerful man right here, a lot of success. I remember being on one of his video sets. They had people disrespecting some of the girls in the video, and the man who had all the power said, you treat everybody with respect on my set or you could roll out. And that always stuck with me. You know, as a little kid, I seen he treated the janitor just like the CEO. You know, so just leading by example, and that's what I want to be to our youth, and that's why I do so much philanthropy work. I want to show the kids that when you make it, you got to come give back. You know, that's most important. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
There you go.
All right, so we're here with Fat Boy. How you doing,
What's up? I'm feeling good today. I got the hookup too in movie theaters July 12th all across the world. Y'all better go support it. I'm not telling y'all. Y'all better go support it. I'm telling y'all. I'm not asking y'all. I'm telling y'all. Go support it ASAP. Black owned. You know what I'm saying? Master P did some great things for me. He did some great things for the community. You know what I'm saying? It's a legend right here. So I want y'all to go support that movie ASAP. Yeah.
Great. Hey, man, you know, we talk about the American dream, talking about making something out of nothing. And you know, I watched you. I live and reside in the city of Newark, New Jersey. And you know, how does it feel being on a movie set where you're gonna have to, you know, be disciplined to the craft and the timing and all the weight of pressure of a show, of a movie? How was that experience going through that?
Basically, you know, P, he put a lot of pressure on me, telling me come in and do my job, do what I got to do, and hustle, you know what I'm saying, because that's what it's all about. So reading that script and learning how to read the script, because I learned how to read the script on the set. So that's very monumental for me, so you take that a long way, so you just keep hustling.
That's great. Hey, you know, this we got a summer employment happening this summer, and a lot of kids are having jobs this year. Anything you want to just say to the youth as they go out this summer and you know, make some money and learn their work and do the craft?
I want to tell you, you could be anything you want to be. Just put your mind to it, keep hustling, and people watching.
All right. Hey, we're proud of you. We're proud of you, man. And the city, we support you, man.
Shout out to the whole Newark. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
All right. We're having such a good time. I just bumped into my main man, Kenny Gifford. What's happening, my brother?
What's happening, Tobias? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great. Hey, tell the people what you do here in the city of Newark.
I am the director of the Newark Office of Film and Television and the founder of the Newark International Film Festival.
Oh man, you hear that? The Newark International Film Festival. Well, we're going on our third year?
Fourth year.
On our fourth year.
Fourth year. Just our fourth year, 10,000 people coming out. Right now, we're going to be screening over 220 films.
220 films. If you haven't put in your submission, I'm sorry you didn't make it, but make sure you come down to the Newark International Film Festival. We're talking about the first week of September. What are the dates?
September 4th to the 8th.
September 4th to the 8th. What can we expect real quick?
You can expect, you know, the Tate brothers will be back, Lance Gross and Jay Ellis. I'm hoping Tobias is back this year. I'll be there. You know, presenting his award and doing a couple of things. But we also have the first award for the Rodney Gilbert Foundation, which, you know, you're a part of. So I think we got a lot going on. That's going to be great.
Hey, that's great. When we talking about Rodney Gilbert, that was a dear friend of mine, my brother, and we did a lot of community work in the community together. Arts educator and a community leader. We miss you, Rodney. Hey, thanks, Kenny. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Always, bro.
All right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We're at the screening of Master P's new film. I got the hookup too. I got one of my main filmmakers in the city of Newark. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
My name is LaRon Lee, and I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. That sounds great. Tell us about a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
My claim is ugly. I got a film right now called Catch a Girl that we're traveling with, so, you know, you make a noise.
Congratulations. Ugly was a great film. I really enjoyed that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. What you looking forward to the screening time? What are you looking forward to?
I mean, I get to rep a lot today because the director here is from Howard University, so I get to rep Howard. I get to rep Jersey because of Fat Boy. So, and this is the film I grew up on, so you know what I mean? So the fact that they're bringing a sequel here to Newark is a big deal.
Hey, you're a director and producer. Can I get the hookup?
Can you get the
Can I get the hookup?
You got to get me the hookup.
All right. Somebody got to get hooked up. All right. That's cool with me.
All right.
What's going on, y'all? We're at the screening of How Can I Get a Hookup To, the new Master P film. I'm standing here with my main man, my brother Usman. Hey, Us, tell the people what you do. I mean, you do a lot.
Usman Sharif, Newark, New Jersey, filmmaker, producer. Sometimes filmmaker is a small word because we actors, producers, directors, writers. But we also do real estate, things of this nature to fund our own projects. So that's me, just an entrepreneur.
That's great. Hey, one of the main things that I'm excited about is meeting Master P. I mean, and you talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about ownership. You know, what are the, key components to sustainability when you're talking about entrepreneurship and ownership?
Yes, sir. Consistency, honesty, not doing anything for the money, doing it for the passion. You understand? You and I grew up on Master P, so we watched him go from nothing to something overnight himself, selling his own product and things of this nature. And now he got his own films and just elevating. And it is all about evolution, consistency, honesty, and evolution, man.
Hey,
following the passion, not the money.
Hey, it's simple keys to life right there. You know, honesty and consistency. You know, we talked about. I did a keynote speech to high school graduates, and we were talking about, you know, the amount of energy that you would need to sustain as you rise. You know, you would need actually more energy to put out and consistent to hold on to reach where you're going. So you have to have that consistency.
You have to have the love. Yeah. Because when you get knocked down and you're told no and you fall, it's the love that make you get up and keep going. When you just alright with it, when you're doing it for the money, things don't work out, you abandon, you abandon ship. But when you love it, just like a relationship, when you're in love with the woman, even though she a pain in the butt, you stay with her, you work through all the problems and you get to the greatness. And that's how it is with any passion that you have. So yes, sir.
I love it. I can't. There's nowhere to go from there. I can't say it any better. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. I'm slide this way. Stage.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well.
Tell us your name.
Wendy Jackman.
Jackman? Oh, you look great.
Thank you.
So, what do you do, Wendy?
I'm the owner of Chicago Vikings on Global Mixed Gender, and also owner of Jam Network on Zingle TV.
Oh, nice. So this is the basketball league that we're talking about now. The Gender Network. What's that about?
The Gender Network, the basketball league.
Right.
Well, the basketball league is men and women playing on the same court. Nice. You know, and we out here just doing our thing, just like men. You know, and I'm just the owner of Chicago team.
Hey, I love Chicago. Chicago is a beautiful city, especially when it's warm. I mean, I love the lake. You talking about the house music and everything. You know, gender. You know, I think about it. You know, I train every day, and there's quite a few women in my gym that can probably dust me in a sprint. And I played against some of the high school girls out here in Newark, New Jersey, the Central High girls. I think they won state championship this year, and they're good. I mean, they're good. So.
Have you come to one of the games?
No, I haven't been to the game yet, but I just know that, you know, the women could do it just as well as we.
There's no difference.
Exactly.
You know, so this is something that you need to come and see, because women, we're empowering and doing what we need to do as men, just like the men.
That's great. Mm-hmm. That's great. So when does this season start?
Actually, we're going to Cuba.
Cuba?
Yeah, we're going to Cuba. I believe the end of August. Okay. You know, to show them how we do it out here in the States. Okay. And moving forward, the men and women that's over there as well.
Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, it's nice meeting you, and thank you. It's a pleasure. Congratulations. How's it going, everybody? We're here at the Master P screening of I Got the Hook Up To. Please tell everybody what you do and your name, please.
Sure. So I'm LaMonica McIver. I am the Central Ward Councilwoman here in the great city of Newark.
That's right, a Central Ward Councilman. That means that you take care of the Central Ward when it comes to like local politics. What are some of the duties that you hold?
Some of the duties that I do as a councilwoman, we create legislation, we enforce legislation, we basically serve the community for their needs from A to Z, you name it, we do it. And so that's a councilwoman's job, just like it's the mayor's job. And so it's a lot of work, but we enjoy serving our community and serving the great residents here in the city of Newark.
That's great. That's great. You know, I saw today that it looked like about 3,100 kids were employed this for the summer through the summer program that we have here in the city. Were you there today? What kind of involvement did you have in that?
Yes, so I was present today. Today we kicked off our summer youth employment program where we had over 3,000 children here in the city of Newark working. Out of those 3,000, we have about 10,000 students in the city of Newark who qualify to work the summer program, but we had a lottery for 3,000. Today I just addressed the students, wish them well on their first day of work, and encourage them to stay focused and, be ready for what's coming, because this opportunity that they're getting to work during the summer can lead to more opportunities in the future, and it prepares them economically, in our city for what's next for them, in the future.
Hey, that's great. That's great. That's why I love this city so much. We talk about, not only the community involvement that we do on a creative side, like being here at the screening, but we're talking about politically, how are we moving things in a political fashion with our education and so forth. And I thank you. I thank you for the work that you're putting in. They always say people don't know that the future is female and it's happening right now. So you got to pay attention. All right. Well, thank you. And nice seeing you.
Thank you.
All right. Look at this jacket, man. You're looking great. How's everybody doing? Well, thanks for slide on down a little bit. Thanks for coming out. Yes. Can you tell everybody your name, please, and who you are?
Yeah, my name is Minister Jill Wilkins, and this is my husband,
Minister Jerron Wilkins. And we have a program, Keeping It Real, on Jam Network, and we're excited about that coming together.
Keeping it real. I mean, I love keeping it real. That's like a mantra. What is keeping it real about?
It's church, but not as you know it. So we get into real life issues.
Yeah. It's keeping it real is real life issues for real people. And it's not churchy. It's not so heavenly minded, no earthly good. You get hit with life. How do you handle it and still maintain Jesus?
Yes, yeah. But it's biblically based. We get good advice out there, wisdom all the time, but you need power to execute that.
That's all right. Hey, we always need a little inspiration. That's great. Hey, well, thanks for coming out. Nice to meet you. I heard you're a musician too.
Yes. Well, I used to play guitar for the Isley Brothers.
Hello. Come on.
I just reached out to Ernie Isley last night, and we kind of hooked up on Facebook. But we got our own CD out. We're also the Psalm Keepers. We have our music, which airs on the program as well. We've won 3 awards for our latest album, United We Stand. So we're getting ready to do the music video, the whole 9. So we got the music and we got the teaching hand in hand on the program.
But
check us out.
Sign up, Jam Network on Zingo TV.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
So much. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
All right.
All right, Tobias, what are we doing here in the beautiful city of Newark, New Jersey tonight?
Hey, we're waiting for the main event, which is the...
It's not you? You're not the main event?
Well,
I was told Tobias was the main event.
I'm the main meal. I'm not the main event.
All right. Okay, so what are we here for?
Oh, we're here for the Master P. I got the hookup too.
I got the hookup too. Now, why do you think it's so important for him to come here to the city of Newark and to show all these young entrepreneurs and aspiring artists what it is to really create your own?
I mean, just seeing the film, just like you said, creating your own and being accessible, touchable is important. Young people need to be able to see their heroes up close. Muhammad Ali was the baddest man on the planet. He could beat you down with his hands, his mind, with his wit. But one of the things that was so beautiful about Ali, he was accessible.
Absolutely.
He came to the people. So, Master P coming here and bringing that Southern flavor, we love it.
We so about it. That NOLA, right? We need that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have made such tremendous leaps and bounds in your career. And I want to know if you could give people in the culture the hookup, one word of advice, how would you hook them up? What would that word be and why?
Oh, man.
One word.
Ownership.
Why ownership?
Because this isn't about where we are at this moment. It's about where your name, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren we're going to be down the line. So if you can own something, it might not be worth a lot right now at this moment, but future generations and down the line, that's what's important.
That build-up is important.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of us know you from Empire, and we know there's a lot of controversy surrounding your co-star, Jussie Smollett. Do you have any comments on the controversy that's surrounding him right now?
Right now, or something else I don't know about?
Well, right now, meaning the attack hoax and things that are going on in the conversation about him.
Like I said, Jess is a good friend of mine. I wish him nothing but the best. They find ways to divide and conquer us. I think, if anything, we all need help. So I think it's important for us to, not cast out our people, but just rally around them and support them in whatever need that they need at that moment. So I'm always here for the brother. I send him texts here and there. I don't get any response, but I always, shout him out and make sure that he's good. He's a good brother. So, like I say, as a people, we need to rally around each other versus divide and pointing the finger.
Absolutely. And now, what's next for you? What can we see you next in? What's the next main meal? What we doing to do next?
Well, we got First Wives Club
Okay.
with Jill Scott. That's coming out September 19th. July 21st. There's a new film called Love Together. It's happening with me and Melinda Williams.
Okay.
It's going to be on TV1.
Are you the good guy or the bad guy?
I'm playing a good guy this time.
Okay.
We just finished up the first season of In Contempt on BET.
Nice.
We just wrapped up a great guest lead role on Chicago PD. Not to mention, I got another film coming out called The Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that bank account about to hit.
Yeah. Oh, there's another really great independent film that I did that's coming out called Equal Standard.
Okay.
Next year there's a film. Oh, not to mention, I just did a holiday movie called Holiday Heights. So I'll be on in your theaters and on your
around
TV screen
Christmas
around
time.
Christmas time.
Okay, a little gift to us.
Yeah, a little gift.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, but there's things always circulating, not to mention the Newark International Film Festival that's coming in September. And we're here now.
We're here now, we're working, we're making money. It
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with Cheeky.
Thank you.